Hello friends, welcome to Build Your Startup with Nishchal Kapadia on Haiku channel. So last time we spoke about what should you do before you start your startup, and today what we'll speak about is what should be the mindset if you are the founder. Okay, alright, so there is something which I believe that every founder needs to know and should work on himself to build himself as he goes along building his own startup. Some points that I will share, think about it. Okay, point number one, you need to be a intrinsic positive person. What do I mean by that? A positive person is always motivated, always self-motivated, because in your journey I'm sure you will face a lot of hurdles, but that should not demotivate you in any way. In fact, they should be your stepping stones to success. So point number one, you need to be a intrinsic positive person. Yep. Point number two, always have a very clear intent and focus on what you are doing. In your journey, you will keep learning new things, modify your idea or product accordingly, but that does not or should not take you away from what exactly or what is your thought process in terms of your product and idea. You need to cut out all the noise, all the distractions, have a clear focus and build what you are building, right? So clear intent and focus. Point number three, what are your priorities? As a founder, you will be clogged with a lot of things because finally you are responsible for everything. You are the owner of everything that happens in your setup, but it also means that you need to be the master of prioritizing all the activities that you do. Whether you need support from your friends, you need support from your staff, whatever, you need to know how much can you take on your plate and how much you need to either delegate or collaborate or outsource. So be sure you have your priorities set right. That is clubbed with your work and your personal life as well. So be very clear of what your priorities should be and are presently. Point number four, important to know what your limitations are. As a founder, you can't expect to know everything and be a champion at everything. Do you know what your limitations are? The limitations can be in the form of resources. The limitations can be in the form of your skill set. The limitation can be in the form of what things you can do to execute what you are doing. Are you sure and are you aware of what your limitations are? When we start off, we generally are so positive, we think we can do everything. The fact is, every individual has some skill sets and some things that he has to rely on others, and that's why it's always said that entrepreneurs are the ones who create jobs. Now what does that creating job mean? You are taking help from people who have certain skill set that will add value to what you are doing, and that happens only when you know what your limitations are and what things others will help you to do. So point number four, know your limitations. And finally, point number five, all the founders that I have seen and have been successful, they are absolutely good at listening. Listening is one skill that most people somehow miss out. We always like to share what we are thinking. We always like to share what a brilliant idea we have, a brilliant product that we have. What we miss or what we forget is it's not about you. It's not only about your product and idea. It's about what feedback you are getting in that process. If you want to better yourself, if you want to better your product, your business, your startup, you should be a very keen listener. And that comes in multiple ways. When you are interacting with others, maybe when you have free time, you listen to YouTube videos, etc., etc. When you are with yourself, maybe you are reading good books. So all this includes a process that is about listening and taking inputs rather than only constantly speaking about what you are capable of doing or what you have as a product and idea. So the point number 5 is you need to be very good listener. And finally, the mantra for the day, as always, as you grow and your startup grows, remember, both of you are growing in this process, and that's why be open to learn, unlearn, and learn again. It's a process of growth, and believe in that process of growth. Don't take anything personally. Focus on growth and growth only. Thank you so much.